traveler.
No time for games.
The end is coming! Who am I?
Hello, Team Hearth League. Welcome back. As we said, we were down only for about 15 minutes. But we are back, and we are ready for the first match of the Ragnaros League Season 10 Championship. I am Force of Will, joined by my Tavern Talk co-host, Saku. Saku, how you doing? In the little gap that we had.
Not bad. Just hopefully I get everything right there and so quick.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will be awesome.
Here we go.
So here we go. This is it. This is the start. This starts off 2 weeks until the 25th of November, where we're going to be bringing you both the Ragnaros and Sylvanas League Championship. So we're going to crown some champions in the next couple weeks, which is very, very exciting. And we're going to start off tonight with the captains of both Collective Mayhem and Hearthstone Academy. You just saw them on Tavern Talk, even though one of them was a little late due to taking a little nap. But we're going to have Smiley Chris versus Sage here. So, both these are the 4 seeds for their respective teams, and they also happen to be the captains for their respective teams as well.
I was just going to say both teams, in order to get to the finals, have been captained very well by both players. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mentioned this on Tavern Talk, but these two teams are the juggernauts for Ragnaros League Season 10. I think when people look back on this season, they're going to think the dominance of Collective Mayhem in the Blue-Purple Conference as by their 9-1-1 record to get to this point. Hearthstone Academy, the juggernauts of the Red-Gold Conference, currently at 10-1. So I really think this season we definitely have the 2 best overall teams making it to the finals. Yeah. Which is very, very exciting. So, I believe right now we are waiting for them to challenge up and do bans. So we don't have bans, but we do have decks at the very least. Yeah, they're in the prepare to battle a friend stage right now.
Sweet.
So hopefully we'll be getting bans from them in a second. But very similar lineups with 2 notable exceptions. So it looks like you want to go through what the decks they're bringing for tonight is?
Well, we got Smiley Chris with the Druid, Hunter, Paladin, Rogue classes. Not even going to hazard a guess, but at what archetypes that they would be. But Sage is ringing in with Hunter, Paladin, Priest, and Rogue.
So obviously the sore thumb and the thing that sticks out like a sore thumb basically here is the Priest from Sage.
Everybody hates Priest.
Yeah.
Except for you, Will. You hate Mage, so.
Oh, I do hate. Yeah, no, I'll play Priest all day. Actually, I'm going to back that up a little. I do like Big Spell Mage. I don't like Alaneth / Tempo Mage. I hated that deck. I was so happy to see. it get nerfed into the ground. So,
yes.
All right. Okay, so we do have bans here. So, before I give you the bans, what do you think are kind of what would you be looking at bans here for these two decks or these 2 lineups?
To be honest with you, I think Paladin. I think for both would make sense, because even Paladin's been kind of stomping every deck out there. It seems to be, but Priest is probably one hiccup for Smiley Chris to kind of wonder what Sage has brought with him. Maybe it could be Resurrect, could be whatever. So,
all right. So we do have bans here.
Yep.
So Sage has banned Smiley Chris's Druid. Here, so that has been banned, and then Smiley Chris has banned Sage's Paladin. So you're half right on the Paladin ban. Right. Here, so Smiley Chris is banning the Paladin out here. So does that give you any more insight to possibly what decks we could be looking at? I mean, I think Druid is always a solid ban just because there's so many types of Druid. You have Token, you have Malagos, you have Taunt. And it's really hard to plan for all those contingencies, all the possibilities that could be there for Sage. So, and what Paladin, as you mentioned, even Paladin's been tearing ladder up. It's been tearing up different formats and stuff like that as well. So I'm not surprised to see the Paladin ban either, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, I was just a little bit distracted trying to set up the ban locks, but yeah.
Nope.
So it's Chris is just gonna, I guess, take a chance to see what she can do with the
that
priestess. Yeah, what the counter is.
I guess I should have mentioned this beforehand. Ragnaros League is conquest, so the worst that can happen is the priest wins.
Yep.
Like once.
Get that's that the worst that can happen. Out of the way first. That's right. So.
Yeah, and then you can focus on the hunter and the rogue after that. But all right, well, they're on standby. Do we have any other thoughts on this, or do we want to go ahead and get them started and get them in this match?
I think we're good if you want to give them the red flag or the
gold flag. Yep, I will give them the start.
So, as for our viewers, we are going to have Sage on the bottom, and Chris will be the team on top, representing Smiley
Collective
Chris.
Mayhem.
Yeah, Collective Mayhem, representing her own self, Smiley Chris. There you go.
Yeah. Representing... All right.
Smiley Chris representing Smiley Chris.
Chris, yes. And so while we're waiting for them to get started, we want to give a huge shout out to, I think we have like 40 some odd people who are either in Atlanta or on their way to DreamHack Atlanta right now as we're speaking. The DreamHack Atlanta starts tomorrow morning, I believe, the first round. And so good luck to all the Team Hearth League people. As I said, I think we literally have 40 or 50 some odd people going.
I think it's slowly creeping up there with almost 50. Yeah. So.
And what's interesting is because we were talking about this after Sylvanas Saloon last night. Kel and Dr. Adel and I were talking about this. There's a cap. There's like a 250 person playing cap.
So we just filled like 1/5 of that field.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like I think we basically filled. THL has fielded 1/5 of the overall field for DreamHack Atlanta, assuming everybody is playing, which I'm making that assumption that they are.
Right.
That's really, really awesome. So good luck to all of them tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning on that. Hopefully we get to see. I would personally love to see a top 16 full of Team Hearth League people.
Well, there better be some funky stories when a couple weeks from now. So Steffi's got and Slimsh, they got to trade clothes or some stuff, or that's
Wait, what?
Well, remember when Slimsh was on Tavern Talk? He was showing off his gear. So
yes. So all right.
If you're ready to go, we're ready to go.
We're ready to go. We're there in match. So, all right. So, it looks like Smiley Chris, and I'll be honest, knowing Collective Mayhem, knowing who's on Collective Mayhem, I'm not surprised to see Smiley Chris bringing out the Even Paladin. Sage, I gotta be honest, I'm not certain what this looks like. Mind Blast Priest? Maybe Mind Blast Dragon Priest?
Is someone injured?
It definitely doesn't look like a combo priest of any sort.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is like a Mind Blast Dragon Priest. I've seen this on ladder a couple times, but that was on ladder. Not so much comp. Comp seems to be going with Resurrect, but
yeah. Now Sage, interestingly enough, has probably the best turn one that you can have for this deck, which is Northshire Cleric, because now Sage is at least going to be able to draw one card this turn here just by knocking you into the Silverhand Recruit. Chris, maybe he has other ideas here. I think the big question for Sage now is: do you coin out the Power Word Shield? I don't think you do, and he does not. For Smiley Chris, he's going to, of course, kill the kill the Northshire Cleric, as you are supposed to do at this point. And he's going to play Crystal Smith Kangor here. Now, this is actually one of the decks, especially with a next turn Blessing of Kings. This is a deck that can really take advantage of this Crystal Smith Kangor. Here. Now, of course, Sage is going to use his own Wild Pyro and the Power Word Shield. He's going to clear off most of this board. I'll be shocked if we don't see a Blessing of Kings here.
Sorry, I had the wrong template up.
Oh.
So we're all fixed now.
Alright, awesome. Alright, so yeah, he's gonna clear it out. Have 5-3 right here. Now, of course, Sage does have a couple ways he can deal with this. He is holding Duskbreaker. He has a dragon in hand, so there is a clean clear here, and to give him a 3-3. The other option, if he wants to draw, he could potentially just Mass Dispel this as well. I think you want to hold that Mass Dispel for Spike Ridge Deed, though. That you know is coming.
Yeah, that'd be an easy Spike Ridge, but Acolyte wouldn't do it here. But
I mean, Acolyte would trade the power out, but it's not in clear it though. I really think this is. I think this is a pretty simple Deathbreaker turn here. I got to be honest. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is he's holding a full hand of cards right now. He's maybe thinking Twilight Drake and get like a 4-8 from it.
Yeah, I'd bust it with the button. Chooses Master Spell.
Yeah. Okay, it does draw him a card. So, I mean, I can't argue too much with that. But you know this is Even Paladin. You know this runs Spike Ridge Steed. It seems like it could be very problematic down the road.
Just too much damage coming down. But Noble Sacrifice seems to be the most common, I would say, because there's nothing for Eye for an Eye to do right now at this point.
No, and Repentance, I mean, you're playing Priest, so Priest does have some pretty big butts on their minions, but I don't think it's enough to take Repentance here.
No.
So yeah, I like the Noble Sack.
Chris is thinking hard on this one.
Okay,
gonna
go with the Repentance. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm not,
Maybe
I'm
she's
curious
worried
as
about
to...
the Drake coming down on the...
Possibly. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's still a few turns away from the Drake. Now see, here's why I think the Master Spell play gets a little punished, because now you're going to have to do this anyway.
Yeah. So maybe
here, so...
Dustbreaker clears it, but then...
It turns into a 3-1, which is not the worst case scenario, actually. It's better than something like your Twilight Drake getting it.
That's right. So Sage is going to benefit a little bit from this call for himself. So.
Yep.
Smiley Chris is back to...
I mean, Smiley Chris's hand is a little awkward right now. I mean, you can't do Spike Ridge Steed until next turn, so you don't want to Sunkeeper Tarim this.
No.
This might just be Hero Power Pass, but I hate to say that's the case, but I think that might be the play here is Hero Power Pass.
Would you even think about playing Spellbreaker and Hero Power?
Depends on what you're. I mean, if you Hero Power first.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want a Spellbreaker or the Deathbreaker because then you turn it back into a 3-3.
Right. Yep.
But if you Spellbreaker your own 1-1, I could potentially see that. But she's gonna hold on to the Spellbreaker here. For this turn.
Well, Dragon Power Word Shield.
Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, do Twilight Drake, and then you can even do the Power Word Shield on the yeah. I mean, you gain a card back either way, so if this is fine, you're not really losing a whole lot doing it this way.
Yep.
Still get a 4-9 out of it.
So now Smiley Chris can do Hero Power, stick it on.
Yep, I think I like that play here. Just put a big barrier up. Now, admittedly, you are going into... The only thing that might make you think twice about this is Psychic Scream, but your opponent has the board right now. Your opponent's not going to Psychic Scream until they lose the board. So I can't imagine Sage is thinking, if Spike Ridge D does come out here, that this is going to be a board that he's going to want to Psychic Scream.
Smiley Chris taking some time to really think this one out. Is that a bone mare in the hand? Yeah.
It is a bone mare in the hand, yes. So I've seen it run in even lock. I don't know if I've ever actually seen it run in even paladin. So it's an interesting inclusion. All right, so she's gonna do this and still get 6/6 and sort of even the board out here a little bit.
Twilight. She might Twilight right now to get a 3 and leave it at 2, so that the dragons don't get hit so bad.
Possibly, yeah. I could see that as a play here. I mean, you still don't get rid of the Terram at this point, but
unless you use
the other
Pyromancer, yeah. So.
Well, the other possibility is she can run both minions into Sunkeeper and then coin Drake. I mean, not coin Drake. Sorry, coin. Coin Primordial Drake specifically.
Right.
That would clear the Sunkeeper Terram, then leave a 3/1 on for Smiley Chris here.
Shadow Visions wouldn't do any good right now.
Looks like Sage might be going the coin Drake play here, and he does.
Stick it.
You know what, I gotta be honest. Is like Stake It On is good. I almost like the Lich King here. I think uses your mana up appropriately, contest the board, and get you a card out of it too.
Yep, that's a really good card too. I think in this instance, the Armory of the Dead.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I think. Now, of course, Sage does have Shadow Reaper Anduin here, which is going to be able to clear out the Lich King. Alright. So for Smiley Chris, there are a couple options here. You can clear this with the Bone Mare, if you want. That is an option.
Should I?
What does Stick It On do? Or the quality...
Well, Stick It On doesn't... Or yeah, you could just equality and go into it. And then you could still hero power Stick It On if you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I think I like that play probably a little more here.
Should I?
Because you know Sage is not going to have a big board. It's just not going to happen. Priest doesn't get big boards.
You mean Smiley Chris can't see Sage's hand right now?
No.
Hacks.
Apparently not.
Hacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what Smiley Chris pulls over this one. So.
Okay, let's look at Smiley Chris. Bone Mare. So I mean, this does clear. Now, of course, it makes the 7/5. Oh no, it doesn't clear. I'm sorry, my math was completely off on that.
But it also gives Sage the Twilight.
And now, unfortunately, Spike Ridge Stegonoff becomes a little bit of a liability because now Sage has just picked up the Cabal Shadow Priest and has the Twilight Acolyte in hand. So, if Smiley Chris ever decides to use the Spike Ridge Steed, Sage will be able to steal it. I think the bigger question for Sage right now is he's thinking, how can I chain this off to basically clear this board potentially?
Darkness speaks to me.
Because I think issue one is, oh, actually, you know what? No, I see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, I think I like this as well. He's going to next play is going to be something like Divine Hymn, and that's gonna clear the board and restore some health to the Twilight Drake. And allow to push a little damage there. Yeah, I do like that. Oh. Give me 1 second real quick.
Yeah, to see. They're saying they can't see the game, but...
The game on stream.
Check that out.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Yeah. Yep, they're correct. Yeah, the game is not on screen yet, so.
That's on.
It's time for a little blood.
I can see.
There's just a low delay. So okay.
Yeah, it's just it's got the old format up there right now, so it's.
I got it. Got it. All right.
It will transition into the.
It will transition over to the. Yep. All right. So. Now, so this is what we talked about. This is the potential punish here with the combination Twilight Acolyte and Cabal Shadow Priest here, pushing a little damage. So admittedly, I did say the board's never going to get too big. And what does Sage have? A big board.
Yeah, he got himself a big one.
I'll be honest. I'm not 100% certain. Smiley's at 15, and equality can help, but you still need a way to clear it, and there's no way to clear this board yet.
But if you do equality and Sage tries to bust out a couple spells, which he currently has,
I wonder if the.
But he's already got lethal as it is. Sorry, I was looking at that.
Yeah, there's still one Wild Pyromancer in the deck. I'm wondering if the play here is to Army of the Dead, hope you hit the Wild Pyro and clear.
Spell break is a 2/9. Yep.
Your magic shall not.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good start.
But then that just leaves you stuck. Stick it on.
I mean, you could probably still you could probably still equality here, maybe or. Okay, he's gonna stick it on the 6/9 here. So the combo is not in hand at the moment, and Sage is not psychic screaming this board here.
No.
So.
No, that's 100%. So, do you just?
Sage has not played Shadow Word Death yet. I'm wondering if he's gonna think about Shadow Visionings for.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's just gonna go for the clear. So. Okay, well, there's my boss. All right. Yep, he's getting the components to close this match out here. In fact, actually, he might be able to close it out. Not this turn, but he's going to be really close. Oh yeah, okay, now he will.
A quick snap, yep.
Yep. Yeah, Smiley Chris has to find a way to clear the board and gain life. That's actually a good start to doing that. I don't think it's enough to save, unfortunately, because there's two Mind Blast, and the best you can do is get back up to 10, but at the very least, Smiley Chris could clear the board, but again, it's not going to help with what's in Sage's hand here.
Like Smiley Chris just hoping he doesn't have the Mind Blast, but when you see somebody snatching it that quick.
Yeah, snatching 2 in a row, basically. Yeah, you gotta know you're probably facing down Mind Blast here. And there's 5, and there's another 5, and Sage will take game number 1 with the Priest. But you know what? We actually said this at the beginning, that not knowing what the Priest was, the Priest might be able to get a win, and it did pick up a win. But if Smiley Chris's strategy is targeting, say, the Rogue, or the Druid, or the Hunter, then that's a possibility that, you know, that maybe, just maybe, they might be able to, she might be able to pull this out still. Like, I don't think the Priest losing is a necessarily, like, end of the match for Smiley Chris.
Yeah. So, do you think she's just going to bust out with the Even Paladin again? And Sage with the Hunter?
Given the 2 decks that, or given the other 2 decks that Sage has, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Even Paladin come out again. And it looks like
that's what happened.
At least for my deck tracker, that's exactly what happened.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, so Sage appears to be Secret Hunter, solely based on the explosive trap that's there, as that is not something that is typically run in the cube variants.
Nope. It's not going to be. I don't think it would be Spell, 'cause Spell wouldn't have Houndmaster in it technically, would it? It'd just be Secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have turned our curse into.
All right, so for. Oh, okay. Sage picks up a good turn 1 play, especially with a Secret in hand. That's not bad. Secret Keeper is a good pickup start for this.
My most hated card to see.
This might now. Yeah, Secret Keeper may be my new number one. Like,
Wah. Yeah. So
we should see a snake trap here, and just probably even think it might even clear the 1/1. Maybe push it. It's like no, can clear the 1/1 here. For Smiley Chris, a little bit of an awkward hand. Doesn't really have any plays until probably turn 5 at the least. Unless you're going to throw the Acidic Swamp Ooze just to get killed, which I can't imagine that's your plan.
yeah, that would be wait for something bigger to come along to waste that. So we get Stitch Tracker probably coming up. Or
Yeah, I like Stitch Tracker.
Yep.
I'm assuming, and again, I might be making an assumption that's not true. Sage is probably running the Project 9 version. So if you can get additional Project 9 off of Stitch Tracker, that's a pretty good pickup here. Does not, but picks up Houndmaster Shaw. I like Houndmaster Shaw too here.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So for Smiley Chris, honestly, I might consider a coin weapon here. Now, of course, she does not know that it's Snake Trap that she's looking at here, but she might be thinking clear the board and set this up. At the very least, get the Secret Keeper off the table.
Right. I don't think she really cares about the board getting big with just a few ones on there, but
Nope, I don't think so. Sage has an option here now. I think I like the Houndmaster probably on one of the or probably on one of the snakes.
yep, I think that's his only choice.
I mean, you could throw Shaw out, but you don't have. You really want to hold Shaw until you have something that can take advantage of the rush. And there's nothing like that currently for Sage. I hate to say, you might have to throw out the Acidic Swamp Ooze for basically nothing, just to see if.
Yep.
Yeah, just to see if Sage will kill it.
Yeah, that's what
Even though you know Secret Hunter runs weapons, we know that for a fact. Sage picks up the Animal Companion.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe one of the few times you actually want to see Leoric.
To my side.
and doesn't get it.
Didn't get it this time, unfortunately.
Gets good old Misha.
But still going to be able to push a good amount of damage here.
Another
Yeah.
5, so
Smileker's down to 13.
danger close right now, so
Unfortunately, there's not really a good answer right now either, which is part of the problem.
Magic shall not.
Yeah, Spellbreaker can clear the taunt version of that, but you're staring at 8, 9. Hero power is 11, and that's probably lethal.
yeah, with that Houndmaster, yeah, it's gonna be lethal for Sage.
For Sage. All right,
Wow.
so Sage up very quick, 2-0. The nap did him some good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he did. It's a new tactic there, folks.
Sleep halfway through Tavern Talk, and then wake up at 9 o'clock and ready to go. So
You might see Smiley Chris take a quick breather.
it's not. Yeah, I want to see a quick breather, and I think also now, given that Rogue is your final deck that you're going up against, it might be time to switch off the Rogue, or switch off the Even Paladin, I should say. I might consider going to the Hunter, possibly, depending on what type of Hunter that you bring.
Yeah, does DR Hunter kind of does pretty well versus Spell Hunter, right? Or Secret Hunter.
You mean Rogue?
Sorry, Rogue. My bad.
Yeah, Rogue is what's left. And I will say, sometimes losing twice with a deck does get in your head a little bit. And it looks like Smiley Chris has decided to do that and has switched over to the Hunter here. This also looks like Spell Hunter, to be perfectly honest, but it looks like Sage is bringing odd Rogue here.
Yeah, it's definitely odd Rogue. So
I will say,
Smiley has a little bit of a good starting hand by the looks of it, but think she was
Yep,
hoping
absolutely.
for a spell. Hoping for a spell on that one.
None will survive.
All right.
And Sage has
So,
got quite the.
Sage has got a good starting hand,
hand,
too. Sage has an excellent starting hand. Smiley Chris right now is actually missing a secret. If Smiley Chris had at least one secret, maybe two secrets, her hand would be really, really good right now.
But is she going to be able to get enough traction?
I'll be honest, I don't think so. I really don't think so here.
Wow.
I mean, there might even be an argument coin out Vicious Fledgling here for Sage.
Yep.
Or coin out, that's the other option, coin out SS7 agent and then use your Dire Mold to clean up the board.
Smiley Chris is just not getting the cards tonight.
Nope, definitely not.
To my side.
Alright, well you get a taunt, so I guess that's something, but problem is... Oh, okay. You know, I gotta be honest, I think Sage might have want to think about Firefly here. Okay, alright, there's a secret. Alright, so now we have the secrets rolling, so... And Free Chef up against the Vicious Fledgling is actually a pretty decent secret to pull here.
Yeah, for Freezing Trap, 100%. Yep. Oh, Leroy. So,
That's Leroy.
do you pull out your other Fledgling, or you leave it? Firefly, Cold Blood, and then
It's like,
Pure Power?
Yeah, so the only thing I can think of is, okay, yep, and Sage is playing around the fact that there might be Freezing Trap here. He's going to attack with the South Sea Deckhand first, just to be safe. And once he finds out it's Freezing Trap, then yeah, it's on at this point. So, Cold-Blooded up the Vicious Fledgling, and then... can't be the target of spells or hero powers. That's actually a pretty good option there.
Yep. Does she get another spell? No, tracking.
Well, she might though. So she needs to track for another secret, I think, here, and then trade into the Fledgling. Set up next turn to get four wolves off the Spellstone.
Mm-hmm. Tracking to a spell. Does she get a spell?
Yes,
She does.
Wandering
Good.
Monster. All right.
So that buffs her.
Problem is, she does have to trade. She doesn't get the option not to trade here because you can't allow that 7/3 to stick around.
Yeah, you got to kill that right away. Just asking for trouble to get a whirlwind on that one. Not whirlwind, sorry though.
So today, just checking. It is Wandering Monster. Wandering, actually one of the better 3-drops. It does have a nice 3/4 body there. So Sage can still clear it with either one of these House Heat deckhands if you would so desire.
Or a hero power, whichever he feels is.
Well, here he already swung with the fresh weapon, so he can't swing
right,
again
sorry.
with it. So yeah. Yeah, he's actually going to develop the board. I would still think probably yes, this is going to happen here. Is he's going to throw both the elementals out, poison daggers, and use the 1 mana South Sea to probably clear the Elec.
Quickly.
No, okay, decides not to. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing in this deck that's going to shuffle stuff in. This is not like Miracle Rogue or something like that. All right. All of a sudden, Smiley Chris now has the board finally here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Sage has no way to clear this.
Clears one.
Clear one.
Guess. Opts to go complete face.
And I think he might put the weapon into the Elec possibly just to clear something off this board, but
Thinking hard about smashing that Elec right now.
yep. He's staring at 15. I mean, actually, I should say, yep, this is actually lethal because that's 15 on board plus the kill command plus the hero power will be lethal here. If Smiley Chris sees it, she does not.
Ooh.
Well, actually, that's lethal too. Like
That's...
now that moves up to 20 with a hero power. So I guess you can hit lethal one of several ways in this case, but
So
I would prefer the guaranteed lethal with kill command hero power, but you know
she finally...
it works out either way.
Finally
on the board.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so Smiley Chris does win with the hunter. I wouldn't be surprised to. I'm trying to think if I guess it depends on what type of rogue you brought. If you brought odd rogue, you might want to save the mirror to the last match. It'll be interesting to see where the play goes from here.
What does HS replay stats say about even paladin versus odd rogue?
Let me go to HS replay.
Liadrin!
My blade burns with holy fire. None can escape my fury.
It does have life gain, which is the biggest issue for odd rogue is opponent gaining life. So that it might give it the edge for this. But let's see.
I think it's like 54% for paladin.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like because I mean, odd paladin is still odd paladin.
Mm-hmm.
With a nut draw, odd paladin can still kill you, even with a good draw.
Right.
From the even shaman or even paladin. But I will say also, Thanakrus does have something a card we haven't seen in the other match so far, which is Corpse Taker, and that's actually pretty good against
Rogue.
the odd rogue, especially if you're running something that has lifesteal, which we know she is because of Smith Kangor.
None will
So Sage
survive.
opts to keep all his cards that he started
We
off
have
with. So
turned our curse into our strength.
Maybe somewhat reasonable. Is like I mean, I might have thought about throwing back the Blink Fox, but you know your opponent's running weapons, so Gluttonous Use does make a little bit of sense here.
Yep. Smiley Chris is gonna end up starting a little slow, but
Reporting for duty.
I mean, she will have turn 3 Corpse Taker if she wishes to use that. So I think Sage right now is probably thinking protect the creature or that. All right. Yeah, Smiley Chris right now get all her late game things. Seems like the problem she's been having with the even Paladin all night is getting the late game stuff, and really looking for the early game stuff that's not there yet. All right, Sage's got Blink Fox here. Redemption. That's actually against some of the cards in this matchup. That's not a bad card there.
nope. Picked that up at a good time, really. Earlier on is probably better, knowing that the late cards are going to come hot and heavy. Get a Lich King down. Think about that kind of turn.
Yep. I think for Smiley Curse, the question here is, do you coin out Corpse Taker or do you coin out Weapon? Because right now, with that 3/3 is sitting out there, you have something that can clear your Corpse Taker.
I would say weapon myself.
I think Weapon too. Yeah, I think I like coining out the Weapon here.
Clear the Blink Fox out and...
Yep. Now, of course, Caster Vision, we see Sage has several ways to clear out the Corpse Taker. The Blink Fox is not required to do that.
Just gonna bring out Corpse Taker.
Smiley Chris is going to bring out the Corpse Taker here, yeah. Does have life steal, but she's lost no life yet, so...
Going on gut feeling.
Yeah. And actually, Sage has a couple ways. He doesn't even have to give up the Blink Fox. He can toss the Dire Molt into Corpse Taker and then use Deadly Poison to clear it and keep the Blink Fox alive. And he even has enough mana left over to throw down a Vicious Fledgling. Alright, interesting. He's actually thinking Tarkri. Okay. You know, I can see this too. give him a little bit of protection here with this, and then still do the same thing with Deadly Poison. That plays around a True Silver champion a little bit better, I think. But Smiley Chris picking up her weapon destruction right on time as well.
Good choice.
Reporting for duty.
Just trying to think of any other plays you could have done there, but I think it's probably the smartest one out of the group.
Agreed.
Sage takes 3 to the face, but
I think he's okay with that because he has the board, and right now, Smiley Chris has no way to claim this board back at the moment.
right.
Like none. Like a True Silver champion will clear out the Tar Creeper, but that's about it.
And you're looking at that fledgling that's being protected, yeah.
Options.
And yeah, that fledgling is one Wind Fury away from becoming a huge problem here for Smiley Chris. So the only thing I can think maybe potentially is to maybe set up a quality Avenging Wrath for the next turn,
Yeah.
but it's like
Reporting for duty.
Are you just hoping that the fledgling doesn't get Flappy Bird doesn't get a good buff? But
oh wait, whoa, why is he tossing it on?
there he goes.
Okay, there we go. I thought you put it on the Blink Fox. Like, why did you put it on the Blink Fox?
Wind Fury.
There's Wind Fury. That is problem. That has now become a huge problem. And plus 3 health.
Wow. 2-5 deckhand. Nope, can't do deckhand yet.
Could do deckhand, but actually, I mean it's not lethal, but
No. Okay, cure power now.
so I think Smiley Chris' only out right now is either Wild Pyro, which thankfully she got, or it's going to be a Consecration with the Equality. But this is a clear. Hydrologist is coming out.
Well,
Probably Auto Defense Matrix, but that's really not a great option. None of these options are really, really great.
maybe eye for eye for an eye at this point.
Guess with their pittance again. It's like,
Yep. Mr. Thug coming out.
yeah.
Thug life.
Who goes there?
Question, I think, yeah, do you go face or you clear? Go for the clear, okay. And redemption. Okay, yeah, you have a little protection there for your Hench Clan Thug.
Chris, you're not feeling too good right now. Knowing that
You know what?
you're staring at lethal as it is right now. So
I'm trying to think here. Avenging Wrath and hope that it kills the Argent Square first? Maybe?
Options.
Because Argent Commander is lethal coming back. It's a long shot, but it might be your only shot, unfortunately. It does!
Wow.
It-
That's awesome.
Well, no, actually,
But it
the
comes
spell
back.
finishes casting. Yeah, the wrong thing comes back. I forgot. Sorry, I was thinking like Defile, that it would kill one first and then trigger it, but no, it doesn't trigger
That's
until
the
the
last
spell
one? Yep.
until the last one. Yep, until the last one goes off. So, with that, Sage picks up a 3-1 win and has started HSA on the path to picking up their 3rd championship. So, big win for Sage, big win for HSA here.
Yep.
For them, and yeah, congratulations. So, all right. So, let's see. So, I believe let me check the schedule on when the next match is scheduled to play, because I think we have one either this Sunday or we may even have one tomorrow night. So, let me see what the current schedule says here for this. All right, so current next scheduled match is actually a Sylvanas League match. It is on Sunday, 11/18 at 9:30 p.m. It's going to be Shadow Ranger versus Jerry Damage. That's going to be a big one, too, for Sylvanas League to check out. The next Rag League match is actually Monday night, 11/19, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be Ultimate versus Itachi.
That would be a good game to stream, too.
That's going to be that's going to be an excellent match to watch.
Yeah.
And that was like Wednesday's going to be 2-Star Mako versus Cinder in Rag. Saturday, the 24th, is going to be Scritch versus Dave Pettum. And Sunday, Sunday is going to be MMI, Me, Myself, and I versus Ada Weiss. Another great matchup on Sunday a week from now. So again, check the blog, check the Discord for when we do, for when we're going to be going live with all this for the playoffs. Very exciting time in both Rag and Civ League.
Right.
And something I did forget to mention during Tavern Talk, as I mentioned, this is going to be 2 weeks long because Rag and Civ just happened to finish on the exact same week this season.
Exactly, and I think that was by design anyway because of the number of teams that was in the league compared to last year. So it was a couple weeks short in Civ, if I remember, because you didn't have that many players. Yeah,
or
that many teams.
Yeah, so we had 16, but we had 4 team divisions. So the regular season was 7 weeks, and it ended up, playoffs. Usually, the finals for Civ League was the week the quarterfinals were starting on Rag League. So, but this time we had 20 teams for both leagues because we're growing, because we're awesome.
Yes, we are full of awesome.
And full of awesome, yes. And so this time we got them all same thing. So, same time. All right. So, with that in mind, Saki, you have anything else for this evening?
Other than like our panel / friends that join this chat, hit that subscribe button, hit that lovely follow button and notifications. Help support our crew, our family, our community.
Yep.
Website. Doing these casts. All that stuff.
Open series.
Open series, yeah, 100%.
So
enables us to get prizes for that.
So I'm not going to put the link in chat because it's going to give away the matches over. But check the Discord. There's a link under content and events. You might have to scroll up a little bit, but the link is there. So that's going to be the weekend of the 24th, 25th, and this is your last chance to get points before the championship. So make sure to check out Open Series stuff as well going on.
Right. But yeah, it was a
fun night.
Definitely a fun night. I just can't wait to see what the rest of the players are going to react once they find out. But yeah, still gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close. I think these are. I said this for both leagues. I think Rag League. I think we literally have the two best teams, Collective Mayhem and Hearthstone Academy in the finals.
Right.
For Sylvanas League, I think this was one of the most even seasons of Sylvanas League, and there's no there was a couple of good teams, but the teams that were the quote unquote highest points in Sylvanas League, they're gone. They're out. We have Bon Voyage and Ugly Mucklings now. So so very even season overall for Sylvanas League. I think it's exciting that we're getting the finals now. Shortly before the new expansion starts, so
throws us into chaos again.
Yes, for a few weeks at least.
For what meta is going to work, but
absolutely. So, I don't think I have anything else either. So, first of all, I guess I want to say one more time, good luck to all 50 Team Hearth League players who are going to be at DreamHack Atlanta starting tomorrow.
Who's going to be the loudest one there? Who? What?
It's going to be THL. It's going to be THL.
Definitely.
THL is going to be literally the loudest there.
Yeah.
We're going to be deafening, probably. If there's a THL player on in the feature match area, it's probably going to be one of the most deafening sounds from the audience.
If Steffi comes back a couple weeks from now, she's still hoarse from that tournament.
We know why.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. So, but good luck to everybody doing that. Just good luck overall for that. And then, as I said, next scheduled match. Now there might be a match that might be scheduled before then, but the next currently scheduled match is Sunday night at 9. Did I say 9:30 p.m.? I think I said 9:30 p.m. So that's gonna be the next time we're back. But the way you're gonna know when we're live is to follow us. If you can't subscribe. Again, Amazon Prime, you are free, but you do have to come back and subscribe every month. And turn on the Twitch notifications. The notifications will tell you exactly when we go live. And you can check us out then. Yes, Sunday 9:30 p.m., 11/18, 9:30 p.m.
Right.
Shadow Ranger versus Jerry Damage. So, yeah, the stream will be back by then. We may have a match scheduled before then. So, again, the way you're going to know, turn on those notifications for this. But I think we've had a long night between Tavern talking this, so I think we're ready to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to refresh our beers.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Yep.
Thanks
absolutely.
everybody for tuning in.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. And until Sunday night, I don't know who's going to be casting, but until